Welcome to the Game of Risk, everyone. I am your host, OliveXC. I am a top Grandmaster with over 1,000 hours of experience in this game. If you like this content, like, comment, subscribe to see more videos like this one. Today, I am doing a progressive game on Pangea. The settings we will use are on the screen here. The key areas being progressive, balance blitz, novice to Grandmaster, alliances on, fog off, blizzards off. You'll also notice this is a ranked game. I am using a alt account right now. Get some experience playing the ranked games against the many ladder opponents that we'll be going against in the future on this channel. We see that our opponents are General Trivedi, who will get an alliance request, General Takai, who gets an alliance request, General Tanaka gets an alliance request, General Koch, I'll give them alliance request, and finally Dinka, who I will also give an alliance request because I just want to give everybody all the alliances in the world because I don't want to attack or hurt any of them. That is just how I am. But looking at the map here right now and what we see currently is right now, I'm very well situated in the center. I don't really have a lot of positions in on the right-hand side, and I barely have anything on the left-hand side. The one thing we do see is the Indonesia region in the upper left-hand region, which is one of my locations. And otherwise, I am mostly just in the center located here. So my priority on my turn is going to be spreading out as much as possible, and I'm going to really want to try to protect Indonesia right here. The goal of progressive cards for people who are new and wanting to learn more about the game is the nature of the cards are by definition progressive. You take over at least one territory per turn. You get one card like all of these players have. You can then trade in if you get 3 of a matching card or 1 of each, a different card of a soldier, a horse, or a cannon. And then the sets will get bigger and bigger. So ideally, what you want to do is keep yourself spread out, and when your set gets big enough, trade in and then defeat a player for their set. So looking at everything here, I'm going to want to protect this position as much as possible. I'm also going to protect this position because, again, I'm also spread out in this area. Finally, what I'm going to do is I'll just take a card right here as so, and then fortify here. Now, notice what I was kind of doing here. You see this territory right here of Brazil? Yeah, it does not look at all like Brazil that we know today, but let's pretend this is Brazil. This territory, let's look at what it's connected to, right? We can see, well, what are these territory names? This is South America? It is South America. Yeah, but if we look now at Brazil right here, we can see that it's connected to Ivory Coast, Guyana, Venezuela, Colombia, Peru, Bolivia, Paraguay, Argentina, South Africa, Angola. Yeah, this is really testing the Spanish class I took in high school all of these years, by the way. It's connected to everywhere, and this just gives me more options to move around the map. Also, on Pangea, I love the area that the purple player is in right now, called Far East Russia. And this is a really good location because, again, it's connected to so many areas. It controls the left-hand side of the board. It just gives you more flexibility and options with what you want to attack. If I look at my opponents right now and what they are doing, so looking at the green player right here, they seem pretty spread out. We got multiple locations on the left. We can see that right here. Within the Asia continent, they have 3 areas. They have some on the bottom left-hand side. They have a 2 and 1 in the North America continent. And the green player is also located on the right-hand side within the Oceania, and again, also within the Asia continent. Purple player, again, spread out all 3 locations. Pink, all 3. Black, all 3. The key is going to be how players aggregate together and if they're going to be attacking and hurting each other more as the game is developing. Now, what I expect the blue player to do, because then they put a lot of troops right here on this territory, Antarctica. They are going to go what I call like the sweet spot of Pangea. You can see there is a 2 territory continent of Antarctica right here. And right next to it is Oceania, which is a 3 territory continent. A lot of new players love going for this region. It's very easy to take and hold these bonuses. The problem is players are going to see this and they're going to want to hit it back because they want the bonus. But we do not care about that much. Because, again, in Progressive, the key is to kill players when we can for their cards. And clearly, right now, when the sets get to 25, 30 plus, we're not going to care about the blue player getting the +2 in Antarctica. There could be another player that we can kill and then get the sweep later on. So what I'm going to do on this turn is continue to expand out within my positions. So I'm going to expand here to get a position in the bottom left-hand side, and I'm going to continue bringing all of my troops together within the center. I'm also very lucky this game so far, in so much that I just have not been attacked at all. Even though I've sent alliances to everyone, I guess they all agree that they should be allianced with me. But looks like the game is kind of developing, and we're really not seeing any what I would call mistakes from other players so far. The blue player, while they did go for a continent, they are protecting it very well, so no one's going to really want to attack it. And all the other players here, they're just defending their specific areas. It looks like green's going to be now consolidating their location a bit, right here. They're also at 12 territories, but most likely they'll be hit by someone. Yep, but otherwise, it looks like the game is just developing very well right now, which means I have some good opponents, which is nice. I enjoy a good challenge like this. And purple just attacked green. And they lost 4 troops attacking a 3. So let's explain why that's bad, everybody, just as I compliment everybody. Ugh. So what the purple player was doing was they were trying to take over the Asia region. That's obviously not going to happen because of how many territories this holds. They may not be aware that these territories are also a part of Asia, but you want to save as many troops as you can, and you only want to attack a 1. This is because if you attack troops that are more than a 1, you have a higher chance of losing a lot of troops. Because again, let's go to the battle log, which, by the way, I'm a huge proponent of the battle log and its opportunities there. Look at this. They attacked with 11 on a 3, and they lost 4 troops. They only got 3. They lost their whole turn right there attacking and getting that. For what? They're at 13 right now. Maybe they'll get 1 troop, but they lost so many more. Look, they're at 23 troops right now, and I'm at 29. I'll give them the extra troop any day. It doesn't matter. Ugh. But it looks to be... So do what pink is doing right here. They attack a 1, and then fail to forward... Oh my gosh. Oh, I miss ladder play. And that's one of the things I wanted to do when setting up this channel right here. I have not really done too much ladder games. Most of my experience playing the game is done on tournament-based gameplay, and very excited for the round 1 match for players who people will always subscribe to see that game coming up. I don't really see as much of casual people playing this game, and the strategies and decisions that they make. So I'm going to be this will be a great journey to kind of see how the skills I've applied for the tournament setting work on the online setting as well. Okay, so now the blue player is doing the classic move of trying to now expand and take over Oceania. So again, they attacked at 2. They lost 2 troops. Again, what are these people doing? You always want to try to attack a 1 whenever possible. So since everyone loves me and is not attacking me, I now get an extra troop. Again, this is pretty lucky right here. I am then just going to attack a 1 right here. And I'm going to continue to consolidate everything together as so. Because again, I love Brazil. Fun fact, I actually went to Brazil before. Their steak is amazing. I would recommend trying it out. And if you're over the age of 21, I recommend a nice glass of red wine. But now, let's... And green just does that. Poor green. They did a 4 on 2. So one thing I've done in this game is I've actually almost memorized every single percentage of what the different dice rolls are. I'm a stat nerd like that. I even keep a risk calculator online. I can bring that up later at some point if I ever do capitals-based gameplay. But a 4v2, that's about 75%. So the green player losing that roll was highly likely. They also made another, I think, kind of critical mistake where they failed to get a card. And now they're going to fall behind the turn order. And like again, look at this. They are only at 19 troops. Look how weak they are compared to everybody else. They have the green player, like I think the blue player is going to continue to consolidate to take over the Oceania region, and they're going to continue to get very strong. And so now, where's the green player going to be left? Well, they're going to have this spot like here in the center where my 8 is strong, my 6 is strong. Like as the Kill Pete strategy would say, I think the green player is setting themselves up to be the fish right now. Now the purple player is offline, which is surprising because they were actually not in a bad state right now. They had a fair number of troops. But expert AI bots, whenever they can trade in, they will trade in. And now, but now again, the bot's also behind on the cards. So most likely I won't be going for this like a bot for a while. And it seems like one thing about bots is you always want to see what kind of strategy they're going to want to do and how they behave. You notice they put the majority of troops here in the Europe area. If bots cannot take over the money spot, Antarctica, Oceania, well, what's the next best continent for them? I would say probably the Europe region, right? Look how many territories are here on Europe. Greenland, Scandinavia, Ukraine, Central Europe, Italy, Greece. Not Turkey. Okay. Turkey's Asia in this game. I love it. Yeah, and Spain. So see right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 territories for a +6. That is amazing value. So with that in mind, like the bot, I can see them going for this area hard. I can see them trying to hit like the black player too and knock their cards one way, hitting the pink player right here and taking their cards away. And again, that's just going to be putting them in a tough situation in the future. So again, I'm getting 4 troops. Why does everybody love me so much today? I also have a set right here, but again, I'm not going to trade in. Why would I? I'll get a bigger trade in for later. I also have more troops than all the other players. I'll just take a card right here, attacking a 1. And again, defending Brazil with all their wonderful stake in the world. Putting all my troops here. Like if I can get and take Brazil, I will hold Brazil with everything that I have. Also, hilariously enough, I have over, as you can see on this like chart right here, half of Africa. I have to say, the new dynamics have kind of grown on me and how they let you see how much of a continent you own, like right here. It's crazy how big Africa is, and that's why I like this map as a progressive style map. Outside of the money area, Antarctica and Oceania, it is so challenging to get any continents right here. Now, as we can see looking at the green player, they've now traded in, which they could have done last turn, but they didn't. And then they attacked a 2, not losing anything, and then a 1. Again, not strong turns. It's making me think that the green is like a weaker player. Yep, and now as I thought, right here, the purple bot is expanding in the Europe region because again, it's the money zone for them. It's a very strong continent for a high value for a few number of territories. If the pink player does not move this 4 right now, I guarantee you on the next turn, the purple bot will put the troops on the 5 that will hit the 4 of Greenland, the Scandinavia, and the Ukraine, and they will own the Europe region. When you're putting your areas like to hide like your troops, again, the best spots would probably be, again, like the Brazil area, anywhere in Asia, because again, people are probably not going to be owning the Asia region, and possibly, again, areas like in North America. Now, one thing to note right here, the green player is very, very close to owning the North America spot. If I'm not careful, they will pop me. They've shown a propensity to do that, and I'm the type of player that does not like getting destroyed. So I am absolutely going to be getting out of this area, because again, I'm still going to be spread out in multiple locations around the board and will be safe. So there's not going to be any reason for me to do anything that's going to harm myself. So I'll move this 7 out of here next turn and take over Far East Russia. Again, one of my favorite areas on the board because of all like the options available for attacking. So I'll be in 3 positions. The Far East Russia, Indonesia, and Brazil, and that's just going to give me lots of flexibility to eventually take a player out for their cards. Now, the blue player has been able to get the Oceania continent right there, as you saw, and the green player was laughing a lot. Sure, I would laugh, but I don't want to put a target on my back right now. But again, they took a risk. A 5v2 is about 90%. The money spots of when and how you want to attack someone is going to be a 4v1 for 100% or a 6v2 for 100%. You don't want to take more risk than that. Now, on my next turn here, I am just going to put all my troops here, and I'm going to take this area here. I'm also going to do something called the slider trick. Now, I've gotten some comments asking what is the slider trick and why is it important. So this involves like a little bit of like a math right here, but oh yeah, I'll give this guy some love. You go take this continent, bro. I know what you want. You deserve it. You deserve everything in life that you get. Ooh, and then also put a note in for him to like attack blue. So maybe then he'll actually do it. But going back to the slider trick, like right here, and is the way balanced blitz works is it basically normalizes the amount of losses that you can expect, and it gives you a more likely outcome to be successful if the odds of you rolling something is greater than 50%. Than if it would be if you were to play on true random, when it truly is just dice rolling against like random dice, and really anything can happen. An example would be if you rolled like a 4v2, if it was around true random, we'd be talking around 60 to 65% chance. But in balanced blitz, because 60 to 65 is greater than 50%, it goes to 75%, right? However, and then when we say that balanced blitz is normalizing your losses, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be preventing like extreme outcomes. And by that, it means as a number of troops gets larger, you are more likely to lose additional troops when attacking. And to give an extreme example, let's say we have like around 100 troops attacking a 1. An extreme unlikely example would be that 100 troops to attack and lose 20 troops. the balance blitz will recognize that out of all the possible scenarios, and it will prevent that from happening. However, in comparison, it is much more likely for you to lose 7 or 8 troops compared to 20. So with that whole thought process in mind, you can lose 7 to 8 troops if you attack 100 troops against a 1, right? In the most extreme example that we're talking about here. So how do we prevent those situations from happening where you have like a large number of troops attacking and potentially lose a lot? Well, that's where the balance blitz slider comes into play. I move this balance blitz slider where I'm attacking with 3 troops. Because I'm attacking with 3 troops, I am essentially telling the system, attack with 4 troops at once. And the system will then compare the luck for those 4 troops. The maximum loss I can expect to have when 4 troops, or essentially 3 with like the 3 dice, are attacking a 1, the maximum loss is 1, always. That's just how the balance blitz system works. By using the balance blitz slider, I'm essentially telling the system, hey, instead of doing 100 troops and taking care of looking at all the different combinations out there in the world, and potentially losing 7 or 8 troops attacking a 1, I'm instead telling it, I'm only using 3 troops to attack here, and the maximum loss I can expect to have is only 1 troop. The very best players will use the balance blitz slider in order to save troops and give themselves the biggest advantage when attacking like other players. There are, however, some disadvantages to this. I think it's important that we highlight this right here. The biggest disadvantage that we have with this process, and I'll just turn in my set at this time, and my gosh, all the soldiers. I get all the soldiers today. All right, so the purple player is nowhere near close to trading in. So I'm just going to continue to spread out. I will put the majority of my troops here, given again the strategic importance, because I think I'll have the ability to take more players out later. But now here's what I was telling you about before about the balance blitz slider. Look, it doesn't reset. I had to manually move it back to 100% in order to get the attack through. So one thing I like to do is I like to highlight a troop, move it back to 100%, and that gets me ready to attack later. Using the balance blitz slider to have you save troops is a double-edged sword, because if you forget to reset that slider and when you attack, you can lose a lot of troops by getting a less than favorable 100% roll. So you always have to keep in mind how and when you want to use that slider when you're attacking. So probably everyone's listening in is like, who is this guy? What is with all this math? I just want to see a progressive game going on and see really fun action and cool lines of attack. This is the short answer. Use the balance blitz slider to reduce the odds of you losing extra troops when attacking. If you want to be safe, just leave the balance blitz slider always on 100% and make sure to reset it. But going now to the game right here, we can see that we're starting to get to a very interesting part of the game. This is where the kills are going to be made, and we're going to see who's going to be ending up winning this game. Now, we can see right here that the green player is very, very weak at 30 troops. I am very, very strong at 55 troops. Again, I haven't been attacked all game, and now I'm getting in a really good situation for myself. Because again, I got the biggest trade-in and most troops. It's just going to give me a lot of flexibility to make some really nice attacks later and go for a kill on someone. The green player is an option if the blue player is able to hit the Nepal region right here. That can be very good. The the pink player, again, like right here, my 13 is connected here. My 20 can easily go in a line right here, attacking Congo, Tanzania, Mozambique, Madagascar, Indonesia, Pakistan, Ethiopia, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Turkey. That's a kill right there. So that's potentially a good line for me that I can take. And you can see, and then now if I were to attack like the purple player, again, they're really not getting cards right now, so I'm guessing we're having some internet problems. They're constantly going offline and online. Probably going to ignore them. The black player, we can see right here, if I were to go for them, they have like a Thailand, Kazakhstan, Iran, Ethiopia, Ukraine. That's a line. And we can see right here, if I attack Brazil, I can go to South Africa, Botswana, Zambia, Tanzania, Congo, Chad, and Niger. So we can see with all of these options like here, that I have lines. And you notice that we see a lot of players like Pete or Parlox or any other top player attacking, they're always envisioning those lines. That's because when I'm thinking about my turn, I'm always thinking to myself, what is a line that I can take and how am I going to take it? Right? If I can think about the line that I want to do, I'll be ready to execute on it at any given time. And that's what I'm always doing when I'm thinking about my game and thinking about my next plan of attack. And that's one way you can improve as you continue doing these progressive type games, as Blue breaks my heart doing a 3v1 and again living on knife's edge. People always complain about the dice and like what's going on, but again, if you are going to be taking very, very high risks for yourself, you have to be expecting that sometimes they're going to go wrong. Now, I'm also going to be leaving troops here because, again, I have very good kill lines on the pink player. One thing I've also done in this game that's given me like a lot of success is I've learned what a lot of the percentages are to get close to like the 100% rolls on anything like that you do. The 100% rolls are always a 4v1, where you have a 4 attacking a 1, always 100%. 6v2, 100%. The most you will ever lose if you have 6 troops is 3. You can a 7v3, 100%. Where again the most you would normally lose is 4, and an extremely rare occasion 5. 8v4 is 99%. So those are like another option there. Then generally 9v4 going to 100%. But the sweet spot that I found, like when playing getting 100% rolls, is generally 5 plus a number of troops like you're trying to attack and like take over. And you can always assume like that those rolls will be like successful for you. Or if you're being really safe, plus 6. So if I wanted to attack the pink player and take them out, I would want to make this a 16. So now I have to see what is the pink player going to do, because oh my goodness, I do not have a set. And this does not bode well for me, guys. Because if I am unable to take out a player, I'll be at 5 cards going last. There's a good chance I'm going to be getting eliminated. So how do I want to do this? I think the only option that I have here is I think I have to go for the other pink player. Well, because let's see. Do I want to go for the pink player? If I go for the pink player, I would have to attack this 2, followed by some 1s. I could also, the green player. The green player is right here. Yeah, but the 2 is over there in the corner, and I can't get to the blue player, the green player. If the green player manages to attack Nepal, I can then attack that area, and then I can then go for a sweep on the green player right here. I would have more than enough troops. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I have enough troops right now in order to eliminate and defeat the green player. I definitely don't have enough to take out the blue player at all. Ah, man, this is a tough situation to be in. This is what... Yes! Let's go! Oh my gosh! Guys, I love this blue player. Dink Ka, you, my good sir, are my hero. I'm going to take and defeat the green player, take their cards, trade in, win the game. So for that, I'm going to go down here. I'll use a slider here. Given the amount of time I have time to use a slider to make sure that I'm getting 100% rolls when attacking. Yeah, so I was able to get the kill on the green player right here, which is good. I did mess up like the pathing a tiny bit, where again my troops are a little bit trapped right now, but now I'm getting a double trade in, which is good. So with that, I should be able to go take out the pink player with these additional troops that I have. So since this is the key roll right here, I'll just do that, then go to 100%. And now here I'll attack in a line. And there is the pink player, because again I'm envisioning those lines and I was prepared for the attack that I needed to do. Now I get another trade-in of the 35. So now I can see I can defeat and eliminate the black player. So knowing that I need to have those extra troops, I can make this a 23. And I can make this a 39, and that will guarantee me to get the kill on the player. And then from here, I can now take out the black player. Alright, now I get their trade-in right here, and again, now I'm getting a double trade-in. And everybody's laughing. And hey, that's because you, the blue player, are my friend. So again, I'll do a 10v5. I'll make this a 7 to make this 100%. I will make this a 15. I would have to make this more troops. All right, now we'll go for the kill right here. All right, we got the kill on the purple bot, and now I have the 4 troops like cards right here. I have a guaranteed set the next turn. Now all I need to do is hit the blue player. I did miss breaking the air because again I was talking a lot as I was playing, but look, the blue player is offline. They've given up. That's the game. Woo! That was fun. So I'm glad I was able to teach everyone over here about some of the tips and tricks that I use in order to get better at the game of Risk. I don't remember if this is connected, so I'm just going to be really boring and make that 100% roll the +6. Let's test. Is that connected? Yes, it is. Other thing to test. Is it connected to here? Yes. All right. But now, if you all enjoyed this content and want to see more, please feel free to like and subscribe to see more like highly analytical gameplay of the game of Risk. I'm so glad I can get back to community and help each other out by doing more of these like YouTube videos. Yep. And with that, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. OliveXC signing out. Oh, and I'm level 3. Hooray! What do I win? Ooh, I get gems. I won't do anything with them. Okay, now I'm signing out. Great day for me. Aha!